Well, that's embarrassing. I just realized I didn't have my mic plugged in the whole time, so this has been a very quiet stream for the rest of you. Oh well. At least I caught myself 50 minutes in. Oh well. What can you do? Well, let's continue at least. I've done my best to make all the necessary preparations, but there's just one last thing. Your skillful blending inspired me to create a new beverage for the event, but it's not going as well as I'd hoped. The plan was to add turali herbs and spices to effervescent water for a crisp and bubbly refreshment. Sounds nice, doesn't it? I call it Bunawa Soda, but something about it feels unfinished. More than anything, I'd like to have it ready in time for our tasting. Could I borrow your expertise once more, Averick? Wonderful. In the meantime, I'll iron out the last few details of our event. You'll need my special turali spice blend for the soda. Feel free to take more from the counter if you run out. I've asked so much of you, Averick, but if we can make this tasting a success, Ziroja Juicecraft should be able to stand on its own. Let's see. Supply crate. Oh. Okay, one last craft. Bunawa Soda. Invented by Mamook Juice Crafter, this bubbly brew is a traveler's treat. Let's do this. Veneration. Final appraisal. Groundwork. Groundwork again. Groundwork again. There we go. And then we'll use Immaculate Mend. And this time I'll remember to use Innovation. Prudent Touch. Prudent Touch. Prudent Touch. And Prudent Touch. Innovation again. Prudent Touch. Prudent Touch, and Prudent Touch. Oh, we got a good condition, Precise Touch. There we go. Let's see, this should work out. Let's do Innovation one more time. One more Prudent Touch, followed by Trained Finesse. Oh, and with that, that'll give us the 3,500 boost. That's enough. There we go. And the final touch. There we go. I synthesized a whole keg of Bunawa Soda for my little frying pan. Were you able to finish the Bunawa Soda? Yes, I was. That sparkle, that translucence. Oh, Averick, it's perfect. My special guests are bound to delight in it. Oh, she's never been so happy. Everything should be settled on my end. Helnaruk will be arriving soon, so let's head down to the venue together. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Friends and neighbors, thank you for coming. I hereby announce the commencement of Ziroja Juicecraft's juice tasting. Our beverage offer a wide range of flavors and health benefits, and they are all available free of charge. If you like what you taste, be sure to tell your friends about Shiroja Juicecraft. But for now, relax, be merry, and drink to your heart's content. This juice fills my beak with joy. Why, I dare say any homesick Hanuhanu would benefit from such an energizing beverage. The next time my associates and I go drinking, perhaps we'll stop by Ziroja Juicecraft for prickly pear juice. Something this sweet would make the perfect nightcap. It says here, the one I just drank was cherimoya juice. Could have fooled me, but if it cures my itchy scales, I'll be a customer for life. Oh, he smiled. Everyone is loving the juicy mix. Now Ziroja will have all the jingly shine she needs to pay her rent. Today marks a significant moment for my little juice shop. I'd like to raise a glass to the both of you, if I might. Ooh, that looks pretty. And bubbly. They even got the little bubbles in there. That's cute. Before you got back, Haunaruk, I had Efrek whip up a new concoction I call Bunawa Soda. It was most impressive, actually. I gave him a general idea of what I wanted, and he came through for me, just like always. Its energizing herbs and spices pair with effervescent water to create a drink both mild and refreshing. The perfect companion for busy people everywhere. You are both known to travel far and wide, so I wanted to make something that might rejuvenate you, and remind you of a friend who will always hope for your health and happiness. Aww. This drink is for us. After our inaugural toast, I plan to add Bunawa Soda to the menu, as the drink that represents Ziroja Juicecraft. I spent so much time living in shame and doubt, questioning whether or not I was capable of running even a simple juice shop. More than anything, I just wanted to make my family proud. But I've realized that bringing health and happiness to my customers is deeply important to me. I want to be proud of my efforts, even if no one else is. I don't need magics to heal others. I am good enough, just as I am. And I owe that realization to both of you. Thank you, my friends, from the bottom of my heart. Haunaruk has no need for hard thanks. Haunaruk is a professional, and Ziroja should act like one too. What are you doing, Haunaruk? I was only offering my gratitude as both a friend and a professional. Besides, what's so professional about your behavior at first, No time for taste sipping, you said. No deep thoughts on Juicy Mix. Haunaruk would never flap such tongues. Haunaruk has always been suave, smooth, and help-handy. Slander flaps, slander flaps. I love the moblins. And the goblins, they're both cute. Look at him. Is he dancing or is he angry? I can't tell. Maybe he's just embarrassed. It's adorable. Juicy Party was a good time, but Ziroja insists on slander flaps. The Juice Festival was a complete success. I've had a constant stream of customers eager to hear more about our offerings.
The name Zeroja Juicecraft has a glow fame already. Soon all of Triliolo will know of Juice Health.
I suspect the shop will be happily serving juice in Wachumeqimeqi for many, many moons to come. Of course, we have yet to address the needs of all peoples in this nation, but I've learned so much just by watching you that I'm ready to mix up new creations on my own. I hope you let me have a sip. I will always be happy to see you, and happier still if you'd be willing to sample my new creations. Of course, I'll need an ample supply of ingredients to keep up with new demand. If only there were a professional I could rely upon to gather Tasty Fresh on my behalf.
Hanoruk will keep stuff seeking for Juicy Mix. Zeroja Juicecraft is a good shop. Hanoruk will bring back not just Tasty Fresh, but busy deals and sip seekers too. As Zeroja's personal stuff-seeking professional.
Hanoruk, that's very sweet. I hope you've come to find working here worthwhile.
Of course Hanoruk has. Juicy Mix is best life. Besides which, Hanoruk is happy to hand lend for Zeroja as a bosom friend.
Aww. That's so sweet. Bosom friend? What happened to being professional? Well, in whatever capacity it is, your help will be invaluable, Hanoruk. I look forward to hearing more of your deep thoughts.
Hanoruk will share all his deep thoughts with Juice Friend. Together, we'll blend mix the world.
Oh, their friendship is so cute. This is one of my favorites, I think. Let's see. We'll get more Craftsman Command. Bum ba bum. Zeroja is deeply moved by your efforts. She now considers you a mixing master.
When not busy stuff seeking, Hanoruk likes to visit shop of Juicy Mix. Spreading happy feels to customer is worthy sweat work.
So... wait a second. Wandering Minstrel... Huh. I expected a quest to pop up since I finished the Wachumeqimeqi quests. Curious. Maybe there's another requirement? Oh, maybe I gotta complete the main story quest. Ah, okay. That probably makes sense. Okay, well, I'll change my plans a little bit then. In that case... switch back to this. Actually... wait, what's the fastest way there? I think the societal quest starts here, I'm gonna guess at least. Blue-garbed Pelu. Yeah, we haven't seen a Pelu in blue. Red, pink, but not blue. Unless I'm forgetting. Oh, we get the Ohokali emote, gotcha. In intrepid new enterprise, the blue-garbed Pelu appears lost in thought. Oh, actually, this is a level 90 quest, so in that case, let's swap to something that I still need to level up. You know, I've been meaning to level up Sage. Oh, apparently this is what I was wearing back then. I've forgotten how to play this entirely. Maybe meeting with him won't be so easy after all. Mablu said he'd be around here somewhere, though. Hello? Oh! Averick, the adventurer? The mighty warrior who traveled the length and breadth of Tural, taking in his myriad sights, sounds, and smells, even those within the otherworldly dome? The savvy haggler who helped the Third Promise acquire a saddle worth 10 pel in the thousands column, despite starting with a mere 100? My inner abacus is clacking away. You're the missing piece I've been looking for. The missing piece of my brand new enterprise, that is. Huh? Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. I'm just so happy to finally meet you. I'm Liplu, the merchant. A merchant. Until recently, my business was bedclothes. Oh, literally bedclothes. All woven from the finest alpaca wool. My dear friend Mablu told me all about you. I hear you gave her the nudge she needed to embark on her journey as a peddler. I can't begin to thank you enough. But I'll get straight to the point. I have a proposal for you today, Averick. How would you like to become a special advisor for a trailblazing tourism venture? I call it the Turali Travel Agency. Of course, you'll be compensated for your time. You'll also be the first in line for all kinds of treats and trinkets, not to mention a wealth of exciting experiences. You don't have to answer right away, but if any of this has roused your interest, please come and visit me in Okanu. We can go over the finer details there. I'll be waiting for you, along with the rest of my associates. Ah, that familiar jingle. Okay, then let's head to Akanu. Because if I remember correctly, despite it being the Pelu Pelu, I think this is actually a battle societal quest. So great for leveling up underleveled jobs. Where are you? Oh, here you are. Ah, there you are. Thank you for coming. Right. Here goes. Oh, Kali! Welcome to Kazamuka! Oh, Kali! You've mastered the Hanu Hanu greeting, but I wouldn't expect anything less from someone so well-traveled. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I'm Liplu, the founder of the Turali Travel Agency. With me are my brother Yubli and my Hanu Hanu associates. We'll be happy to explain the ins and outs of our budding enterprise. You were there for the Ascension ceremony, weren't you? Aww. Kulu Cha-Cha. Dawn Servant Wuklamat spoke of growing to love her people all the more as she got to know them better, of how she wanted us to live with joy in our hearts and smiles on our faces. Well, those words certainly left their mark. The capital's residents are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, who in turn yearn to foster understanding. You see it too, don't you? An unmistakable business opportunity. Well, that's precisely where the Turali Travel Agency comes in. We'll answer that burgeoning demand. Our goal is to help... Oh, the other one. Our goal is to help revitalize this community as it attempts to rebuild after the Great Storm. Promoting Kozama-uka as a tourist destination will provide a much-needed source of income for the region, and with it, all the benefits that follow. Of course, we wouldn't be having this conversation had we not consulted the Hanu beforehand. After much discussion, they kindly agreed to set aside a tract of land by Dakpoga for development. And would you believe it? The villagers are flocking to join our staff.
As Liplu said, the people are eager to learn about their fellow Turali, and we Hanu are eager to share our culture with them as well. Much as when you helped us to revive Ihihana, we hope to welcome many outsiders into our home, that we may know one another better and enjoy each other's company. And what better way to do so than to support this tourism initiative?
Of course, tourism is an industry new to Tural. This is unfamiliar territory in many respects, and people understandably have their concerns. But who better to assuage? I know the word, I just don't know how to pronounce it. Those concerns than someone who's roamed far and wide and met with countless Turali from all over the continent. So we have Zinuhanu, or wait, X in Turali is Sh, so Shinuhanu, Zelihali, and Jenuhanu. I wonder if the U's are male and the E's are female. Very hard to tell.
You're aware that Kozama-uka was ravaged by a mighty storm, yes? By welcoming more travelers to our land, we stand to gain many new customers, not to mention the opportunity to work for the travel agency itself. In this way, we hope to raise funds we need to rebuild and recover. This will also be an excellent chance for the rest of Tural to get to know us. No matter how you look at it, we'd be fools not to cooperate with Liplu and her brother. Oh, Liplu's a she. Okay. The Pelu strive to spread happiness through trade. It's little wonder they find a warm welcome wherever they go. Their guiding principle has earned them a great deal of trust over the years. Mablu introduced Liplu to Elder Zanuhali. She would often visit our village to peddle her wares, and it was because of her we saw fit to consider the proposal. When we first gathered to discuss the issue, Liplu painted a vivid picture of the impact her venture would have on the region, financial and otherwise. I handle the managerial side of the enterprise. If you decide to join us, I'll be counting on your insights to help me resolve the little problems we'll no doubt encounter along the way. Nope. There we go. The core of our business is providing accommodations and guided tours for the local area.
As we speak, Wokivu is putting his shipwright skills to use, heading up construction for our base of operations by Dock Poga. From sourcing foodstuffs to souvenirs and everything in between, we're working hand in glove with the good people of Akanu to make sure this venture benefits everyone involved. Still, there are a few things I'm worried about. The guided tours, for example. Visitors will journey here after making a reservation at our office in Tuliolo, and we'll have to guarantee their safety every step of the way. After all, we can't expect our customers to handle themselves like you can. And that leads us neatly back to my proposition. So how about it? Can we count on your help as a special advisor while the travel agency finds its feet? Consider yourselves advised. Especially. Woo! I knew we could count on you. Wonderful. Although I'm loath to put you to work straight away, I would seek your assistance. We guides have each devised a plan for our prospective tours, based on our knowledge of our homeland, but we'd benefit greatly from the input of a worldly traveler like yourself. Honest opinions only. Leaplu, perhaps you could accompany Everett and appraise the tours as well? I'll stay behind and oversee construction with Wokivu. A fine idea. Guides, please wait in your respective tour locations. I will take Everett to each of you in turn. When you're ready, just say the word. I'm as keen as the Hanu are to hear your thoughts. All set? Now then, our three guides have planned 3 unique tours, so we will speak with them one at a time before proceeding to the next. We'll start by paying a visit to Genuhanu in the Fields of Gold, who I am told wishes to showcase local industry with a focus on the village and reed fields. Let's go! Okay, it's not far away. Wait, actually, hold on. Let's see, so these are my attacking spells. Icarus, this is to move. Diagnosis. Halos. That's the range one. Physis. Eucrasia, Soteria. Oh, I forgot how complicated this is, especially with the names. Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, actually it's not too difficult, really. There's something enchanting about the sight of all these reeds swaying in the wind, especially at night when you can see the fireflies dancing among them. Good to see the fields have mostly recovered by the looks of things. I'm glad you're here. I almost couldn't bear the wait. Right, let me explain my concept for the tour. First and foremost, I see this as a chance for our customers to understand Wihano, and we're better to learn than right here among our reed fields. After all, reeds are the very heart of our culture. Just cast your gaze across these lush fields and you'll get a sense of what defines us. Well, that's enough about my thoughts. What do you think? I should like to believe this is a place those not of the Hanu can also appreciate, but... I think they'll like the view, but maybe reach shouldn't be the sole focus. The tour should absolutely involve the breeds, but as Averick suggests, I think visitors will want to learn about other aspects of Hanu culture too. Perhaps giving them a tour of local settlements will serve as a worthy introduction to your traditions. Yes, I think the plan is coming along nicely. To summarize, if we begin by guiding guests around the villages, they'll see how reeds are so tightly interwoven with Hanu culture. That way, they'll appreciate the precious resource growing in your paddies all the more. I was so excited about showing the visitors our fields, I hadn't considered that they might like to learn about the normal everyday lives of we Hanu too. I appreciate the suggestion. Consider also having a range of handicrafts on offer that visitors might purchase if so inclined. Perhaps a mix of practical household items and more esoteric trinkets, charms, and the like. Alright, let's head for Breath Between next. Zelihali has proposed a walking tour of the river, and ought to be waiting for us there. A tour that takes in the villages and the fields. Let's see, now we're heading over here. The waters here are dazzlingly clear, don't you think? And filled with a bounty of fish besides. Of course, the current is awfully strong as well. We must take care that no guests fall in, lest they be swept away in an instant. I completely lost track of time. My attention was whisked away by the endless waters of Kuushage. If you didn't already know, Kuushage means big tongue in our language. If you aren't careful, you might find yourself slurped up and taken off by the current. You know, I bet insights into the language like that would prove a hit with the visitors. I'm glad you think so, but I'm still a little unsure of my plan. The idea is to guide guests along the river, explaining the language and local history as I go, but is that really enough entertainment? Maybe working in a spot of fishing? I see. Offering an activity besides sightseeing is a wonderful idea. Especially since fishing is a lot of waiting, so while they're waiting, you can be educating them. I appreciate your advice. Whatever form the tour takes, I want to make sure our guests leave completely satisfied. I'll be sure to confer with Liplu as I hammer out the details. It's time we went to see Shenuhanu. He's proposed a magical spelunking tour in which visitors can marvel at the natural beauty of the world beneath our feet. To Cave Kikitola. Oh, and it's raining. Literally magical, or figuratively magical? A soft green light reflecting off the rocks, the cool, crisp air, the tinkling of the flowing water. I feel as though I'm in the presence of the divine. There you are. I was starting to feel lonesome waiting for you to arrive. Let's get straight to it, shall we? Cave Kikitola is a source of many minerals and medicinal ingredients. For generations, it has been held as a sacred site of healing, I'm sure visitors will be enamored with the cave's natural beauty, but the route here from the village is long and arduous, and the interior is rather dark. I fear it might not be a suitable reward for the challenge of simply getting here. Yeah, I think there are a lot of creatures nearby. I'm more concerned about the fiends nearby. You might be right. Compared to the other plans at least, the fiend threat is certainly an issue. I should have given that more consideration. Well, we could reserve this course for particularly seasoned customers. So long as they are accompanied by guides capable of dealing with any unfortunate encounters, we should be able to mitigate the risk. Besides, the cave is truly stunning, not to mention rich in resources. I think the experience could prove highly educational. With a detailed plan and plenty of safeguards in place, I foresee a lot of demand for such a tour. I must say, the two of you are full of fine ideas. I'm starting to get excited. Just give me a little longer and I'll have my plan ready. Well, with that, we've heard all three proposals from our guides. I'm sure you're tired after all that traipsing around, but let's get back to Okanu, shall we? Special tour for seasoned travelers. I could just fly. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time, but you helped address the guide's worries and brought some excellent suggestions to the table. While we were out there, a question I've been pondering came to mind. What exactly is it we're selling with the Torelli Travel Agency? It's not as simple as peddling produce or providing a service. If we're unsure, we'll have a hard time enticing customers. For the longest time, I couldn't pinpoint the answer, but hearing those proposals made it crystal clear. We're in the business of ephemeral experiences. It is our responsibility to curate every moment of a visitor's stay and ensure they leave with wonderful memories that last a lifetime. That way, our customers will be sure to fall in love with Kozama'uka and its people. I can practically hear my inner abacus clacking away. Provided we hold fast to our principles and remember that we're here to serve our customers above all else, I'm confident they'll have no qualms about parting with their hard-earned pel. The Torelli Travel Agency will be synonymous with experiences both exceptional and unforgettable. I'll have to drive that message home when I promote our enterprise in the capital. Then there's the matter of making sure the benefits outweigh the burdens for the Hanu. There's so much to do! But before all that, how about we take a look at our soon-to-be-built base of operations near Dock Poga? Knowing my brother and Wokivu, I dare say they've made remarkable progress already. I am curious. Where is that? Oh, all the way over there. Oh! A brand new aetheryte. That's unexpected. Huh. I don't think they've ever done that before. So now there's 4 aetherytes. I wonder if this is visible for everybody or just people that have started the quest line. Yep, I can see it. Oh wow, that's quite a lot that they built over here, it looks like. Yeah, none of this was here before. Pretty sure. Kind of just an empty riverbank. Wow. This place is gonna look pretty snazzy. This is like a whole nother village. That's cool. Well, let's attune. Okay. What is that? Haven't seen that umbrella before. Apparently, they're ready to start construction. The blueprints have been finalized and all the materials are to hand. Once the work is finished, then the countdown really begins. Here's hoping for satisfied customers, and more importantly, happiness for all involved, be they Hanu, Pelu, or adventurer extraordinaire. It's so wonderful to have you on board. Let's work together and make this a stunning success. Bum, 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 bum. What do you say we get this thing built? That was incredibly fast. Oh, that looks so cute. Little llama, or alpaca. Okay, I was thinking I'd have to build this over the course of several weeks, but I guess they're just done. Glad I flew over it and took a look. Wow. With construction work on the Turali Travel Agency complete, Leap Blue and her associates have their eyes set on establishing Kozama-oka as a top tourist destination. Yet a host of challenges remain before their goals can be realized. As special advisor, it is your duty to offer support and guidance as they embark on this exciting new enterprise. Turali Travel Agency, Societal Quests unlocked. Hello, proponent. Ooh, new music too. Getting a weird mix of Sonic vibes and something else that I can't quite think of right now. A little bit of Final Fantasy X too. Wait, I think this is Final Fantasy X. Yeah, this is... I'm like 90% sure this is from a Final Fantasy game, and I think it's Final Fantasy X. Huh. Now I gotta listen to that soundtrack again today. Let's see. Well, what do we got here? Pavli, Pell Plume Exchange. What do you got? Nothing right now. Oh, wait, some stuff. Oh, now the main melody came in. Well, this is definitely Final Fantasy XIV, but that lead up sounded very, very similar to Final Fantasy X, I think. see. A notion of promotion. Ubli is eager to spread word of the Turali Travel Agency. We can't simply wait around and hope customers find us of their own accord. It's vital people are made aware of the Turali Travel Agency's existence. To that end, I had these promotional flyers made up. Can I trouble you to distribute them in Wachumeqimeqi? Traders traveling from the capital often visit the settlement. I'd have you seek our potential customers and give them a flyer. Ideally, they'll then spread the word about our enterprise to their associates and loved ones. The Hanu residing in Wachumeqimeqi are already familiar with the agency, so try and target other Turali when handing out the flyers. Travel safely! Burden of Beasts. Ubli is worried about a waylaid shipment. We receive regular alpaca feed shipments from Urkopacha by way of the capital. We're due a delivery, but the Pelu in charge is nowhere to be seen. He's a reliable fellow, so I don't suppose for a moment that he's just abandoned the cargo. Would you mind going to see what the problem is? Knowing the usual delivery schedule, I imagine he's somewhere nearby. And growing as a guide, Ubli would have you join one of the trainee guides for a spot of practice. One of our newly recruited tour guides wishes to rehearse before beginning their duties in earnest. When it comes to local knowledge, you couldn't ask for a better guide. Alas, they struggle with public speaking. Perhaps you could offer some advice and encouragement? Sure. Oh, so it's not completely built yet. I wonder what this is going to be. I'm gonna fly around real quick and look at some of these things. Turali Travel Agency. This is cute. Hello there, Special Advisor. What can I do for you? Well, might as well ask. What kind of place is this? This is Dock Poga, home of the Turali Travel Agency's Kozama Uka branch. In case you didn't know, Poga means fruit in the Hanu tongue. After the Great Storm laid waste to the area, Liplu negotiated with Elder Zanuhali and received her blessing to develop the site. Seeing the place now, it's difficult to imagine the storm ever tearing through here. Wukivu and his team of laborers did an impeccable job. I'm Quivly, the Turali Travel Agency's head clerk. Under young Liplu's ever-steady supervision, I ensure our accommodation facilities meet the agency's high standards. I used to work at the applicable bedding emporium Liplu and Ubli ran together. I started the job back when their mother still managed the business. When they began to sense tourism's potential, the siblings handed the shop back to the family and plunged their pell into the new venture. A fair few of us from the bedding emporium followed them. Sometimes it's hard to keep up with their incredible drive, but I wouldn't have it any other way. My goal is to make sure visitors have an unforgettable stay. Guided tours are all well and good, but without comfy beds and sumptuous guest rooms, the business model is only half complete. Aw, little alpaca ranch over here. Got little like dining areas, I think. Little huts. Guessing this is where the villagers stay, or the tourists stay. This must be the pricey one over here, all secluded by the waterfalls. Okay, cool. So where are we headed? That way, and that way. Actually, in that case, it's more efficient to start here and work eastward. So let's see. Ah, you're the guide. You're this agency's special advisor? Did Ubli send you to help me practice? Forgive me if I'm a little nervous. On this tour, I shall be explaining all about Okanu, one of our villages. The settlement is surrounded by paddies, and the reeds grown there have been our livelihood for generations. The crop has many uses. Not only are the reeds edible, but artisans use them in all manner of crafts. I personally recommend the dolls they make with reed offcuts. They're especially popular with young Hanu. I suppose some of our guests won't be interested in toys. No, try to really sell your recommendation. I think they'd be interested. My apologies. I was feeling so anxious. Let's see. If you wish to make a purchase, please head to the northern side of the Aetherite Plaza. There are plenty of stalls to browse, so I'm sure you'll find something to suit your tastes. And for the anglers, there's no shortage of fishing supplies. As a matter of fact, we even offer a special fishing tour for those looking to make the most of the local waterways. Thank you for listening. I hope you've learned a great deal about Okanu. I stumbled over my words here and there, but as long as I keep practicing, I know I can succeed. Thank you for your help. You are very welcome. Now let's head this way. Let's see. Amulja Landsguard. Hello there, good sir. You have something for me? Let's see. A flyer filled with information about the Leap Blue's brand new tourism venture. A travel agency based in Wachumeqimeqi and with an office in Tuliolao. Come to think of it, my mother is always talking about visiting the region. I'll have to show her this when I get back to the capital. Bye. Hello, peddler. Are you here in business too? Sort of. The Tirali Travel Agency. How intriguing. I must say, distributing flyers like this is an efficient means of conveying information. I'll make sure this gets seen wherever my peddling takes me. What's the matter? I have something for you. A travel agency offering tour guides? A fine idea. Ever since I visited Wachumeqimeqi on business, I've been itching to return. With an enterprise like this in the region, I might just have to bring my family along with me. Bye. Okay, one more to go. Let's see, somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. Conscientious Courier. Talk about backbreaking labor. This load is far too heavy for me. Still, I can't let the Abakas down. You look like you carried a crate or two in your time. Would you be willing to help? Take that wooden crate and deliver it to the alpaca handler. Anything to lighten the load is appreciated. I'll be right along, just as soon as I've got my breath. So one of these. 90 seconds. Where are we heading? what's the fastest route there? We could take the road or cut through the jungle. I'm gonna cut through the jungle. Don't see any critters nearby. Oh, there's one. We'll avoid you. And should be good. Actually, in terms of the timing, this isn't a huge amount of time. Where am I going? Over here? There we go. I have the goods. Ah, that must be part of the order. Thanks for the help. You did well to manage. I swear, those crates weigh as much as a fully grown punity. They're full of special feed for the alpacas, enriched with succulent highland corn. Even when they get tired or sick or lose their appetite, we mix in a handful of the good stuff, and they soon perk up. Honestly, one whiff is all it takes to distract them. So much so that they simply refuse to carry the feed and just stand there on the spot, kicking up a fuss. Hence why it falls to us to handle the cargo. That's kind of funny. Anyway, I appreciate the assistance. Feel free to let Ubli know the shipment has arrived. Okay. I appreciate your help handing out the flyers. Given the number of visitors passing through, Oakbeck Bay might just be the best location in Kozama-uka to promote the travel agency. Of course, flyers are available outside our office until you allow, but there's nothing like a grassroots approach to really generate awareness. Each flyer we hand out is a potential customer in the making. My job is to make sure expectations are exceeded if and when they decide to come to visit. Let's see. 1.8 million. Not bad. Thanks for helping with the delivery. The alpacas will be delighted their favorite treat is back in stock. We've tried all manner of tricks to get them hauling feed, but nothing works. Even with an airtight seal on the crates, they soon sniff out the corn and can refuse to comply. Suffice to say, we'll have need of your crate carrying services again. And until next time. Sounds like our guide and training benefited from the rehearsal. With a little more practice, they'll soon be ready for their first customer. Thank you. Perhaps you can offer some more advice the next time you find yourself at a loose end. Yay! So let's see. Dawntrail. Okay, so another 3-ish days, looks like. Again, I'm like nearly positive this is from Final Fantasy X. Or maybe it was 10-2. But I know it's from some Final Fantasy game. Okay, let me see, what else? That's it for this today then. I got like an hour-ish left. That might be enough to... I think I'll start the questline for the Alliance raid. Ooh, a bonus. Hold on. Feathery Dust Step. What's this one? Ah, no problem. Quackers, I need you. Okay, level sync. And let's get him. There we go. Nice. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, I think I have enough time to at least get the quest line started for the Alliance raid. Usually those tends to be a little bit longer, I think. I probably most definitely don't have time to actually do the raid today, but I can get started. But before that, I need a bio break. So I'll be right back. Let's sit by this tree here. There we go. Okay, so be back in a little bit, and then I will start this quest line. Okay, I'm back again. My audio is glitching a bit. Hold on one moment. Okay, hopefully that helped. And didn't blast your guys' eardrums. I found it as I was reviewing my recordings that whenever I tried to fix it by unplugging the audio from the controller, all of a sudden the audio just like skyrocketed really, really loud. So I apologize for that in past videos. Live and learn. Okay, anyway, so let's see where this quest takes us. Here we go, messenger. otherworldly encounter. The Subigo messenger is looking for a well-traveled adventurer. Say, aren't you Averick? That certainly saves me a lot of trouble. I was asked to find you on behalf of Milauja. Curious happenings abound in Mamook of late, and we thought one of your worldly experience might be able to help us make sense of things. If you have the time and inclination to aid us, she awaits you in Mamook. You'll find her west of the plaza, in the large building near the two-headed statue. Okie doke. Let's see, it's down here. Could use another aetheryte in this area, more than anything. Okay, so somewhere over here. I have a feeling I need to go up. Yup. Darn it. Here we go. This one? Ah, here we go. That's a cute little glamour for that Lalafell. Hello. Thank you for coming. Truth be told, I was unsure if I was right to call on you, but the troubles we now face cannot be overcome with our strength alone. What does that mean? It all began when we found a fallen traveler in the Skydeep cenote. For mercy, his wounds were not life-threatening. His kind is not a common sight in these lands. Tall and slender of build, with pointed ears. Yeah, we haven't seen the, I'm blanking on what elves are called in Final Fantasy XIV. Not the Elvan. That's Final Fantasy XI, I think. Why can't I think of it? Ah! Mikote, Lalafell, Rogadin, or apparently Rugadin. Well, whatever. It'll come to me eventually. He has yet to awaken, but speaks in his sleep of strange things that make little sense to us. It was our hope that you might recognize something in his ramblings, or perhaps even jog his memory once he regains consciousness. Might you be willing to speak with him? Sure. Milauja, the traveler stirs. Very good. Would you be so kind as to bring him here? He's probably going to be in quite a shock when he wakes up here, surrounded by lizard people. We are glad to see you awake, and in good health besides. May I ask your name, traveler? My name? I'm sorry, I can't remember. It would seem the fall has affected his memory. In any case, his presence here is a complete mystery to us. His armor the only hint as to whence he came. Does anything about him strike you as out of the ordinary? Not really common armor around here either, from what I can see. Elazin, that's it. What's Eldite? Should I know that word? Hold on, I'm curious. Grabbing my phone. I worked out my legs today. I'm gonna be an old man for the rest of the day. I'm so sore. Actually, for like the next week, probably. Let's see. Final Fantasy Eldite? What is an Eldite? No, I don't want Final Fantasy Elite. I want Eldite. Elezen. Oh, okay. So they're known as Elezen in Eorzea, but in Alexandria, they're known as Eldite. Gotcha. That was what that was referencing. Yep, didn't remember that. Elezen? Eldite? No, that's not quite right. I remember. I'm an Elvan adventurer. And you're Mamulja. Could it be I've come to Mamook? How would he know about Mamulja and Mamook? Wait, if I'm in Mamook, then I must have been taken prisoner. To so readily believe us enemies, perhaps he came from a land unfamiliar with our customs, across the salt. I'm not so sure. We've no way to know for certain, in which case... Milauja, we must gather our strongest fighters at once. Why? What's happened? Kulojaja's shade has returned. It is beside near Gokdrak descent. Bakojaja has engaged the apparition, but I fear the worst. His shade has returned. Why? I thought you were in control of the shade. The vow of Resolve's companion, from the feet of the Brotherhood. I suspect you would understand the graveness of this situation better than most. In recent days, the late Dawn Servant Shade has been seen wandering the woods of Yaktel. I have reason to believe it was invoked in like manner to the one used in the feat. Only a privileged few of the Bunawa should be privy to the knowledge required to perform the rite. The culprit will be found in time, but we have a more pressing matter at hand now. I must hurry and inform the Landsguard. Bakojaja requires reinforcements. The Dawn Servant Shade. I fear he may not hold out until the guard assembles. I am loath to ask such a favor, but would you aid Bakul Jaja in this battle? Of course. I'm in your debt. Gokdrak descent is to the west of here. Please, go and help my son. Meanwhile, We'll just leave this poor guy just standing here by himself. Gulu Jaja. So if he thinks he's of himself as an Elvan, which is from Final Fantasy XI, how would he have any knowledge of this world? Well, guess I'll find out. Oh, that is all the way over there. And that is why I think we could have used another Aetheryte in this zone as opposed to Kazamuoka. But whatever. Oh, here we go. All seems quiet. Well, or not. Gwah! Pathetic. And you dare call yourselves blessed siblings. Not bad. You might actually prove a challenge. If you've come to help, best stay on your guard. He's not alone. Besides the other head, you mean? Oh, Prish. What are you doing here and with him? And with the floaty thing above your head? And your giant fists. What's this? Another monster in need of slaying? Don't worry, I'll send them packing. Monster? I am clearly a Mikote. Here I go. Nullifying dropkick. Oh, no you don't. I can't explain why, but something told me I had to be here. I assume this is Final Fantasy XI music. Ha! Not bad. Not bad at all. But it'll take more than a couple of tourists to stop me. Taurus? Are you daft, girl? You can speak! A shame you don't seem to have any manners. The name's Prish. You do well to remember it. Prish? Well, so much for him. Ha 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 ha! Looks like I win. Oh, so is she bewitched or something? Hello. One tourist down, one to go. I hope you're ready.
So what is going on here? Oh, and what is that? At ease, Prish. We've seen to our task. Come.
Whatever you say, Omiya.
Omiya? This is very confusing.
Omiya? What is she talking about?
Woo.
Rish, wait. Please, don't go.
I'm guessing word of the Dawn Servant's shade is what brought you here. I don't know what that girl has to do with all this, but she's clearly aligned with whoever summoned them. The way remains open, though there's no telling where it leads. Even so, they can't be allowed to return. We've a duty to protect this forest, and I'll not see it torn apart by some two-headed impostor. Let's hurry after them, brother. Watch over that one, won't you?
Prish, what's happened to you?
I wonder if there's Mamook and Mamoja in Final Fantasy XI. Hold on, I'm gonna Google that real quick. That would then explain why he knows the terms. Final Fantasy XI, Mamook. Oh, I didn't know that. Apparently there's a Mamook in Final Fantasy XI as well. It's actually a dungeon, it looks like, in the Mamoja Savage Lands from the Treasures of At Urgan expansion. I will have to look into that. That's kind of fascinating. Huh. Okay. Can I interact with this at all? Nope. Not yet. Okay, what's up with you, dude? Ooh, more new music. Everything's still hazy, but I recall fighting alongside that girl. We were comrades in arms, I think. But something was clearly wrong with her. She not only mistook me for a monster, but she called her two-headed companion Omiya. The Omiya I knew is an elven woman, a far cry from the reptilian fiend we encountered. Something dark has taken a hold of her, clouded her mind. I have to go and... Ugh. You're not going anywhere with those wounds. But she needs me. I'll take care of Prish. You would go in my stead? I know not how to thank you.
We just gonna stare at each other? I recognize that look. The eyes of a man who's seen more than their fair share of battle. Despite what Persia's done, she was a dear friend to me. I'm fairly certain. Okay, so we'll knock her out, but not kill her. Have care, friend. There's no telling what lies beyond that portal. Oh, okay, and that's it. Okay, well that kind of works out. I would really like to play it. But those usually take around 45 minutes, and that's assuming everything goes well. And since it's just released a day or two ago, I assume a lot of people don't know mechanics yet. So I will have to do that later. Let's see, half an hour left before I have to go technically. Oh, can I get to that? Gemstones first. And on the way over, I'll think about, let's see. I could unlock the Intraphos Extreme. Of course, I'm not going to be able to do that. Well, I mean, I suppose I could, but I don't have a party or a team or anybody to do it with. It'd just be with a bunch of randos. And that tends to be tricky when you can't talk or like interact with people except before battle. I guess I'll just have to continue with the main story quest. Oh, it's a big one. Wasn't expecting that. Cinderscorn Kuhilja. Refusing to quit while they were ahead, the pair of fearless yet foolish Shabral youths have ventured deep into the Shobrit Cinderfield. In search of further excitement, they found more ghosts instead. Fun. There we go. Nice, another 32. I think I traded all of them in recently. Yeah, not much left. Ooh. They got new little icons up there. So regular currency, battle currency, trading or gathering crafting currency, and society currency. Cool. There's options. What are the currency settings? Select currencies to display on HUD. And you click on them to change. Okay. That's not terribly helpful for me because I'm on a controller, but good to know. Okay. Oh, wait, there's another one. Well, might as well. My bicolor gemstone grind has what word am I looking for? Has significantly dropped over the last several weeks. This was the combination of not playing as much, switching to the day schedule, and having a good amount to do in a Honkai Star Rail as well. But someday, I'll get that cute flying squirrel mount. I am close to 2/5 of the way there. Okay, where are you guys? You are the ones that like to just assault random strangers. Let's switch. There we go. Hey, come over here. There we go. And another one's gonna come, but unless that is a boosted one, I don't care that much. Blast off. You're talking with your boss. So, what's the new one look like? Attend. Some more framers kits. Adamant weapon. And loose fit attire. Oof. That'll take a while to get. Okay. But back to Tuliyola we go. And let's see. This is closest to the Wandering Minstrel. Queen Eternal. So, what have you brought for me today? The trials and tribulations of Queen Sphene, who was confronted with many a difficult decision as she sought to protect the citizens of her nation, Alexandria. In that realm, people regard souls as merely a resource, and when they die, the ether of their memories is used to create the endless, simulacra of the departed that can only be sustained with life force harvested from the living. Being so very different from what we know, such a way of life is difficult for us to accept. Indeed, it seemed only inevitable that you should come into conflict with Sphene. She herself was not among the living, but an entity brought forth to fulfill a certain objective. And therein, I believe, lay the root of this tale's tragedy. Recreated from the noblest of souls though she was helpless to defy the purpose to which she had been bound, protecting the endless no matter what the cost. And that's the only way her character actually makes sense. Because I doubt the actual Queen Sphene would have been so unreasonable, but she wasn't actually a recreation of Queen Sphene. She was more than that. She was a recreation of Queen Sphene, programmed apparently, or with extra programming to protect the endless, which didn't actually exist when Queen Sphene actually died. So that actually makes sense that it had to have been added into her. So in that case, that's why she was being so unreasonable. Her programming literally wouldn't allow her to let the endless go, basically. Though still, I think she could have talked with us more. Maybe we could have found a solution to supply the endless with ether in some way that could sustain them. Or at least just not turn off the terminals. Like, there's like probably thousands, if not millions of lives of data that could be beneficial for some reason in the future. But nope, we just turned it all off. Whatever. Thus does she continue on her destructive path, though she knew it led only to a dead end. A question, if you may, my friend. Deep in your heart, do you believe that the Sphene who you met was alive? She was alive in her own way. So you think that, even with the knowledge that her existence differed from the living, you hold that she was alive. I thank you for your honest answer. I shall take it to heart. For my part, whether or not she was possessed of life, I believe that there existed an individual called Sphene, who cared deeply for her people, who heard the voices of her people, felt as they did, and thought only for their welfare. That is why, at battle's end, she returned as the gentle soul you knew. But here, a thought fills me with dread. What if that soul failed to return, and the fearsome entity she had become continued its relentless onslaught? Might it have succeeded in its objective, and plundered life force from other realities at the cost of untold destruction? Of such a possibility shall I sing, that we might give thanks for the path we are mercifully spared. By golden light 2 rulers walked, their paths in conflict lying. One bound to slay, one sworn to save, they forged ahead untiring. The memories of departed days endure as fate and fetters. For keepers staunch, a blessed warmth, oblivion for the breakers. Okay. Just out of curiosity real quick, is there anything new in Solution 9? Or in the Unlost World, for that matter? Nope. No new quests. Okay, what about Living Memory? Nope, nothing new here either. Just a beautiful sunrise in the city completely devoid of life. Okay. Then let's see. Knowing what I gotta do next, yeah, it probably makes sense just to return to Tuliolao. And actually, I haven't visited my inn room in quite a while, so maybe I'll stay there. Oh, but can I? I might not be able to because the quest person was the inn person. Oh, what is this? That's new. Aetheryte, current location, previous location. Huh, that's handy, I guess, if you get lost. Huh. Lots of new UI, quality of life stuff. Okay, so it's you, not you. In that case, I shall retire to my room. Ah, it's good to be back in my Disney World cabin. Okay, well, cool. That's pretty much it then, folks. So, thanks for watching today. Tomorrow, I'll plan on doing the Alliance Raid. Very excited about that. I haven't really been spoiled at all for it, so I have no clue what to expect, aside from what I've seen in the trailers for the patch. So yeah, I'm gonna go in blind, and that's usually the funnest way to do them. So, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.